You're watching Entwined Gaming. Enjoy the video. Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Entwined Gaming. This video on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace, Kei's Path. So y'all, we are all done and wrapped up with Shuichi's path for now, so we're going to continue on with Kei's path, and then after that, we're going to be starting June's path. Her June's path is very, very emotional, so yeah. Also, I'm going to be doing a separate video for what happens if you lose to Yuya. That should be interesting. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alright. I had no idea. He's a very secretive person, so it doesn't really surprise me. He's the type to keep his feelings for people hidden deep inside. He really cares about you and your entire group, regardless of how he might act. I see. Wait, why are you telling me this? Wouldn't it piss him off if he found out? The wolf smiled, shrugging with a cheeky expression on his face. Probably, but he's a very awkward person. The last thing I want is for his reservedness to be misconstrued for callousness. I know how devastated he'd be if he lost any of you as his friends. Does he really care about us that much? Yes. He talks about you and your friends all the time. You're the most talked about, too. But me? Why me? He shrugs. Hell if I know. Still, he seems to be quite fond of you. Much more than I initially imagined, too. He's so gonna kill you if he finds out you're telling me this stuff. I'll run the risk. I just want to make sure you know how much you mean to him. Knowing him, it wouldn't surprise me if he gave people the wrong idea and ended up losing his friends over it. I think you have too little faith in him. Kei's not that awkward of a person. Besides, he fits right into our group. Perhaps now he does. But up until April, I always heard about how he felt out of place and excluded. I don't want him to I don't want to hear him saying things like that anymore, nor do I want to see him hurt. God, you almost sound like his older brother. Older brother, huh? He pauses, looking suddenly lost in thought. After a few seconds of consideration, he nods, smiling. I suppose, in a way, I do think of him as a little brother that I must protect. Just be careful that this protection of yours doesn't result in you choking any of his friends, okay? Alex shifts where he stands, looking uncomfortable. Ah, yes, that. I never did properly apologize for my actions that day, did I? It's fine, I don't hold a grudge. You did scare the crap out of me, though. He chuckles. Good to hear. Perhaps me being scary will be sufficient deterrent to anyone who might wish to do him harm. We can only hope. I finished grabbing a few more pairs of shoes, enjoying a pleasant conversation with Alex along the way. I don't really understand why he suddenly felt the need to accompany me, but I have to admit, he is nice company. I'm back now. How's the racket shopping going? We managed to narrow it down to 2. Keisuke is trying to decide between them. On the other hand, this one is lighter and more flexible. Keisuke seems to be completely ignoring us, muttering words to himself. He's probably comparing the rackets in his head and trying to decide. You want to try the shoes I found in the meantime? This might take a while. Oh, sure, thanks! I hand him around 6 different pairs of shoes that I brought along with me. Thankfully, Alex helped me carry them around, so it wasn't much trouble. These ones are very comfortable. Victor tries on the first pair, getting up and walking in circles with them. They're supposed to help give you an impulse when you run. It's a very breathable material, too, so you don't have to worry about your feet getting too sweaty. That's definitely a good thing. Oh, Yuichi-san, when did you get back? Not too long ago. You seemed to be engrossed in your thoughts, so we didn't want to distract you. Sorry about that. How did the shoe shopping go? I'm gonna try on the second pair now. I really like the first one. You didn't pick anything overly pricey, did you? I tried to be conscious of the price when making my choices, nothing too egregious. That's good. Wouldn't want you to make the same mistake I did. You mean at the ice cream store? Man, those prices almost gave me a heart attack. Exactly. By the way, Alex, you were walking around the store with Yuichi-san? Yes. I hope it wasn't a problem. I wanted to make sure he was safe. And he already had company with you. Of course, it's no problem. Thanks for looking out for him. Not that it was needed. Did you make a decision on the racket? Yes, I think this one will be ideal for you. Keiken hands him a purple racket with black stripes and white finishing around the handle. Victor grabs it, waving it around with curiosity. Wow, it's lighter than I expected. It's a good all-rounder racket. You can buy a new one if you decide to specialize in a specific type of shot or something of the sorts. For a beginner, I would recommend this. Alright, then this is the one I'm getting. Thanks! He looks the racket up and down, examining it with a big smile on his face. Vitkun really looks pleased with it as he completely forgets to try on the rest of the shoes while waving the racket around. I call over an attendant, taking the racket from Victor's hand and handing it to the man. But what? Hey! Can you hold on to this for when we check out? Certainly. I'll put it behind the register. Thank you. I wave as the worker walks away with the racket in his hands, feeling very pleased with myself. Why did you do that? Vicon pouts. Because you were distracted playing around with it and forgot to do the rest of your shopping. Plus, this way you don't have to carry it around while you choose what you're going to buy. You could have just asked me to put it down, you know. I believe this way was more efficient regardless. Party pooper. Yep, that's me. I'm Mr. Anti-Fun. Now get back to trying on those shoes. Victor grumbles unhappily, sitting back down on the bench and proceeding to try on the next pair. We also have to look at some shirts after he's picked a shoe. Just make sure not to go too overboard. If he buys a bunch of stuff, then the bill is going to come out pretty scary. Yeah, I can already imagine that. Once we finish shopping for Victor's equipment, we walk back to the station area. The excess movement has already begun to die down, making it so the area isn't as crowded anymore. Man, I ended up buying a lot of stuff, huh? He's carrying 5 bags with him, constantly shifting them around in his hands in an attempt to get comfortable. Why do they use bags with thin nylon handles? It feels like it's slicing my hand because of the weight. Here, let me. Alex walks up to the fox, taking the bags from his hands and carrying out his own. Oh, thanks! You're welcome. So, Victor, is there anything else you'd like to see today? Maybe a bathhouse? Not even if you paid me would I go to one. Oh. Sorry, Yuichi-san isn't a big fan of nudity. Huh, I wasn't expecting that. Any other ideas? Preferably ones that don't involve nudity. Well, there are a lot of touristic spots and historic monuments in Japan, right? Maybe we could go to one of those. I did come to the country primarily to learn the culture. A touristic spot, I know of one place where we could go. Really? I never took you for the touristy type. Alex shrugs. Knowing about the layout of the city helps me do my job. Okay, I'm all ears. What's your idea? I'll take us there. Just follow me. A big scary man asks you to follow to some place unknown. Sounds like the setup for some horror movie. Would you rather I leave you here by yourself? No, I'll go. It takes us nearly an hour to finally reach the place Alex was trying to lead us to. We end up in the local shrine after crossing a bridge that goes over a little stream. Multicolored leaves are falling on the concrete steps at the entrance. I like the station, which was at the center of one of the town's busiest areas. This place is nearly deserted. Here we are. Alex motions with his hand, pointing at the large wooden gates and the different altars around us. Wow, a bona fide Shinto shrine. I've always wanted to visit one. Really? I thought you weren't too big on religion. I'm not, but this is a piece of history right here. Alex, how do you even know this place? It's at one of the edges of the town. Not many people even come here in the first place. It's a tourist attraction. You wanted to go someplace touristy, did you not? This felt appropriate. It is appropriate. Thank you, Alex. The wolf nods in response. Wow, the architecture here is magnificent. It certainly is a looker. I'm surprised by how well preserved it is. It's a historic monument, not to mention the shrine still has priests looking after it to this day. It's in no danger of going downhill anytime soon. That's good to know. People should care more about their history. Victor nods enthusiastically, pulling his phone out of his pocket. Mechanical camera sounds echoes from it as the fox takes a shot of the scenery. Wow, that's an old-school camera sound. Wee! I thought it was pretty charming, so I configured my camera to make that sound whenever I snap a picture. Huh, that's kind of amusing. In Japan, our phones make camera sounds that cannot be turned off no matter what. You, on the other hand, chose to have a noisy phone camera. You can? Well, why not? It's to stop people from taking pictures of others without permission. The camera sound will let everyone know that a photo was snatched, and that keeps people from being sneaky with them. I'm pretty sure it's mostly to stop perverts from taking upskirts photos of women. And yet some people are still stupid enough to think that a phone that makes no sound is taking a photo of them. People will believe whatever they want to believe. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Not that it stops people from hacking their phones to turn them off. So long as it's not readily available, most people won't have the technical know-how to do it. Or the patience. That is true. Victor continues taking pictures of the place, capturing everything from the main gate to the altar to the nearby trees. If you want, you can buy a fortune here. Oh, I don't really believe in that kind of stuff. I think most people don't believe it. They buy it to help support the temple. It takes money to keep a place like this functioning, you know. Oh, in that case, then I guess I'm gonna buy one. We walk up to a nearby priest in front of a box of fortunes. Good evening. What brings you all here? The man, a tanuki, smiles warmly at us, making a small reverence to welcome us. We're showing our foreign classmate around. Ah, and you decided to bring him to our shrine. I am most grateful for that. How does this fortune stuff work again? You make a payment of 5 yen and take a random fortune from the box. 5 yen? Wow, that's cheap. He opens his wallet, fishing out a coin from inside and handing it to the priest. Thank you very much. Victor puts his hand in the box, shuffling it around a few seconds before pulling out a folded piece of paper. What does it say? Let me see. Oh, I got a great blessing. Wow, those are supposed to be really rare. I never met anyone who's drawn one. What does it say the blessing is for? Let me see. Great blessing with... Wait, childbirth? This can't be right. Don't laugh at me. You'll make a wonderful mother. Not you too. Even the priest is trying to keep himself from laughing. He's covering his mouth with his hand and looking away from us. This is bullshit. Now, you shouldn't swear in a temple, but... He's right. He's right. The shrine is a place of adoration. You should be respectful of it. Ah. After this one, I kind of want to draw a fortune too. See what comes out. I suppose I am also interested. What about you, Yuichi-san? Will you draw one too? Except... Sure. We should all draw one. Hopefully our fortunes don't end up making us pregnant. Hey! The three of us hand the priest our 5 yen coin each and grab a piece of paper from inside the box. Alex, why don't you go first? Very well. He neatly unfolds the piece of paper that is almost too small for his hands. I drew a curse for my wishes in future business. Oh, ouch, that's gotta suck. Wolf shrugs, folding the paper back up and putting it in his pocket. You just have to do the best you can with what you have. My fortune is my own to make. Isn't that a mature outlook to have? Alright, me next. Sure, knock yourself out. I check out what is written in my paper. Even though I don't consider myself a religious person, I can't help but feel a little superstitious when it comes to these. Hey, cool! I drew a great blessing for my love life and my business. Wow! 2 great blessings in one day. Maybe these aren't as rare as we thought. Plus, it's good that he drew one that actually makes sense for him. I somehow feel jealous, and I don't even believe in these in the first place. It's the rarity effect. What about yours, Keisuke? Let's see. Keiken looks at what is written on his paper. Oh, wow! I drew the same one as Yuichi-san. Wait, really? Yeah, look. Great blessings for your love life and future business. That's what it says. Huh, so I'm the unlucky one. Sorry, Alex. Well, only unlucky. Hello, did you even look at my fortune? Don't worry, I'm sure your children will be smart and beautiful. Quit mocking me! Wolf smiles deviously. I guess even he has a sense of humor. You kids can also make a prayer at the altar if you'd like. I think I've had it with this religious stuff for the day. Don't be like that. If you pray hard enough, then maybe the man of your dreams will show up sooner. Shut up, shut up, shut up! Victor's face is starting to go red. Whether that's from embarrassment or anger, I don't really know. Careful, Alex. You keep that up and his head might explode. Gah! How about we go around the temple so you can take a few more pictures of the scenery? The nearby stream is quite pretty too. Yes, please. We wave goodbye to the priest and walk back out of the temple, going through the entrance arch once again. This place would have been much prettier during the cherry blossom season. No, I still can't stand those. Too bad we're not here for you, are we? Fair enough. Oh, hey, there are fish in the stream. I wouldn't be surprised. Everything around here is really well kept. That water is crystal clear, see? It's all very clean. I didn't think you could get so much nature this close to a major city. It really depends where you visit. Some organizations are more gung-ho about nature preservation than others. The estate is also surrounded by nature. That's true. You can't see any other buildings around us. It's a bit lonely, actually. I agree. That's why I have an apartment in the city. I don't know. I think I'd prefer a quieter place. I love the countryside. I wouldn't really call the estate countryside, but I guess it is far enough removed from the hustle and bustle of the city. Yes, I have a hard time relaxing there. Oh, hey, I just remembered. Is there a koi fish pond around here or something of the sorts? There might be. Why? Can we go there? I want to see it. I want to take a picture of the fish. Sure, whatever floats your boat. We have fun exploring the temple and its surroundings for a few more hours, leisurely enjoying the company as we go along. Alex's decision to come here certainly paid off, as Victor seemed to be entertained the whole time. By the time we reach the station again, the sun is already fully set. The bustle of nightlife has already begun to increase as more people begin showing up in the area. Thanks again for the help. I really appreciate it. It's no problem. We had fun, right, guys? Yeah, for sure. It was an entertaining day. Alex hands the fox the bags he'd been carrying the whole time. Victor beams at him. Thank you. Sorry for making you carry these for me. You did no such thing. I carried them out of my own free will. Still, thank you. Anyway, I should get going to my apartment. See you guys again tomorrow. All right, have a safe trip home. Be careful. I will. Bye-bye. The fox continues waving at us until he disappears into the crowd and vanishes from our sight. I should probably get going, too. My family is going to worry if I arrive too late at home. It'd probably be for the best, yeah. Keisuke, do you want me to call for the car? Yeah, sure. I'll be right back. I have to go someplace with less noise to make the call. Don't go anywhere. Wouldn't dream of it. We are suddenly left alone amidst the crowd. Even Alex, with all his height, soon disappears into the masses. How about we go someplace more quiet, too? What about Alex? He'll be fine. He's a big boy. He can take care of himself. You really are sneaky when you want to be, huh? Keiken grabs me by the arm, leading me away from the giant group of people. We don't walk for very long. We don't walk very far, just enough to get us to the huge crowd in front of the station. This should be enough. My ears are already starting to ring with all those voices. It's certainly an assault at the senses at times. Thank you for your help today, by the way. Not that you needed it. You did just fine at showing him around without me. Maybe, but having you around to fall back on definitely helped me stay calm. I'm pretty sure I'd have gotten lost if you and Alex weren't around, so I really appreciate it. Maybe you should be thanking him for it too, then. I will, but Alex also had no choice in the matter. He has to accompany me. You could have very well said no and enjoyed your day by yourself. Huh, as if I'm the kind of person to do that. I suppose that's true. By the way, has there been any news on whether your band will get the gym or not? No, and Arata is being tight-lipped about it too. I tried asking him where we stand, and he refused to answer. Well, he's a stickler for the rules, so it's no surprise. Having a little flexibility every now and again wouldn't hurt. Look who's talking. Yeah, I suppose that's suspicious coming from me. Well, if you'll excuse me, I should be going. All right, I should probably get back before Alex comes back and throws a fit. Try not to make things too difficult for him, will you? I make no promises. Good night. Good night. See you tomorrow. I began my walk home with Keiken seeing me off. I can't stop looking at the night sky all the way. For some reason, it really calls my attention today. Alright, guys and gals, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right here. I don't think this is the end. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so pause it right here. Let's see if there's any more. Is there any more? Yes, there is more. Okay. Okay. Alright, y'all. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks. Your tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.